Hey guys, I'm RiggyRob, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. So, last time we made it over to the Seafort with Kuno, of course. We explored a little bit of it, and we ended up taking a nap on the bed that's here. And we met Dolores Day, who isn't actually Dolores Day because, of course, she can't be. It's our ex-wife. And we had a long conversation about their history and how Dolores is still in love with Harry, and we tried to convince them as best as we could, but even Suggestion realized it was a bad idea to try and kiss Dolores Day. It was not a good idea. And yeah, I think the point of that is to sort of solidify she's gone. She's pregnant with someone else's child. There was actually an interesting line where she said, "I terminated yours, Harry." So that was not a miscarriage, it was a decision of, I don't want your baby, Harry. So, yeah, I don't think there's any way back from that, honestly. So yeah, that's kind of what we have to get to grips with. She's gone. It's causing Harry pain, but it's part of life, unfortunately. And then we woke up, and we are still not healed up to full health, which is what I thought the nap was going to do. Also, we did manage to offer the figurines, so we did actually do that task, but we still need to find the murder weapon. We still need to determine where the shot came from, and the hangman boots is sticking around even though we can't actually do it. So, let's carry on investigating what is in this room.
The greasy old spring mattress lies in the corner.
So, I'm assuming this means that we can talk to Dolores again. I assume it's not a one-off conversation, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was. But no time to rest
whatever.
now.
Kuno doesn't really give a shit.
Yeah. Alright, so what we have here. You see candles planted on a broken rangefinder.
Books and magazines lie scattered on the floor and on a makeshift cupboard. They are not particularly well organized.
Sift through them.
Most are soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories from the 20s and 30s. This disparate digest includes the classic Animal Adventures.
Any Dick Mullen in there?
Popular depictions of man versus nature by amateur naturalists T&T Harpin. Husband and wife. Widely read by people from all walks of life. Who doesn't like nature? Who doesn't want to survive? Among what is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories, you find a magazine cathodique for electrical engineering. Then it's back to pulp. Light erotica, an international thriller about circuit benders.
Been reading shit here. Hooked on the book.
So we have a conceptualization check of heroic 15. Anything stand out as unusual? Our conceptualization is 10, so it's already pretty high. But we are all things communist, and we are also enraged by commies. Do it.
Oh yes, under the bed, there is a rather extensive collection of critical theory. That is, dour, life non-affirming left-wing literature, published by small imprints such as Abattoir Firm and Ouzia. It's not exactly like reading.
I would like to point out that we almost failed that check because we rolled a 3, which is literally the lowest number we could have and still succeeded, because double ones means we automatically fail. Wow, okay. Look, Kuno, powerful communist theory, rigorous and truthful. Look, Kuno, deranged commie ranting. Look, Kuno, downbeat dribble for people who can't get shit done. Look, Kuno, a book, left wing. I have no comments, do you? Probably not. It's powerful communist.
Yeah.
He nods sagely.
He has no idea what that means. Wasn't there some in the communist student's room?
A student in the apartment building seemed to have some as well, or keep it to yourself. I mean, we can say it, but I don't think Kuno cares.
Yeah, cool. Detective shit.
He seems at a loss as to what to add.
The little books seem inconsequential next to the big pile of frivolous entertainment covering them.
Critical theory books. What do you think this means?
Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno's not hooked on the book. Trying to get me hooked on it. Teachers and shit.
This means we have a critical theory-loving vagrant here.
it means that we can potentially talk them down and debate them out of whatever it is they're going to do. I do have 3 skill points, so that could turn into 4 if I have a couple of conceptualization checks, or, passing them. But yeah, I imagine with the way that this game is built, you should have the ability to be able to talk your way out of it rather than having to brute force it, which is not what we did with the shootout. Alright, what's up here? Army surplus winter scarf. +2 empathy, plight of the underclass, -1 composure, sucks to be poor. This towy old scarf itches when wrapped around the neck. It has humanitarian aid written all over it. Yet you know that thousands all over the Asola are suffering the same fate as you, the fate of uncomfortable army surplus scarf. Okay. A moth-bitten bedsheet keeps the wind out. Ooh, what is this? A Fallen Arawa shirt. We get a full Fallen set. +1 hand-eye coordination, sleeveless aim. This Fallen training shirt has seen one wash too many. It retains its unusual design, one sleeve short, the other long, but little of its original colours. A giant F swooshes around across its chest, now in grey. But to be fair, the Fallen set is mostly black and grey anyway, right? Yeah. So I'm not sure what the colour is supposed to be. So there's the books. Right, so we came up from this side, yeah? Yeah, so that's where the generator. These stairs don't go anywhere. Clicking that means that we try and move towards it. Let's go now. Alright, we've got a green one and a yellow one. Oh, we gained some magnesium. More magnesium. This great blast door must weigh over 10 tons. Rust peels off it. That's the original door came through. And this hatch is jammed shut. Lots of magnesium. Okay. Thinking there's probably going to be some stuff causing morale damage then. Water rushes below, far down below.
Green paint flicks off the monoblock aluminium cabinet. There are rows of switches on the front panel, a frequency band, and even a keyboard.
Run your fingers across the keyboard.
The keys rattle like teeth. This keyboard hasn't been functional in decades.
What is this then?
Old hardware from the big power box upstairs. Circuit bender shit. Military grade.
If we had Kim, we'd have gotten an actual explanation of what it can do. What does this console do?
The fuck is this Agent Uber, Allumer, Radio Diffuser? Maybe like press the buttons or something?
I like how Kuno was trying to do a French accent there. Press the button.
The console is powered off and covered in dust. Urgence Ouvert reads a dial key. Allumer reads another. The frequency band says Radio Diffuser.
Push light interior.
Nothing happens.
Slide radio dial.
The dial slides under the glass. Silently, you make out defunct stations on the UKV frequency. The words Feld Insula are written on the band.
Whoa, told ya. Military mega grade. Also like 400 years old, I think. 1,000?
It's an air-gapped system, an off-air military model. Its circuits are nearly impossible to bend, i.e., it cannot be remote controlled.
Turn emergency open.
Kuno's gonna stop you right there. This ain't gonna work. Not without the juice. You gotta fuel that shit if you want it to work. Let's look outside, maybe.
Alright, let's leave. So, we're trying to open emergency doors. So let's try this door first.
You see a small metal door nested inside a larger one. A heavy steel blast door. There is a conventional keyhole above the handle. It's very small.
What's on the other side?
Another part of Death Island. Some secret hidden shit Kuno thinks. Important shit.
The chances of there being important shit there are rather high, yes.
How do we open this?
Kuno don't know how to pick this lock. This one's military shit.
He looks at the door, then it's a bit bigger brother, then at the lock.
He's right. It would be better to open its big brother. A powerful engine hangs beneath the ceiling. It must control the blast door.
You're right, we open the big one. Do you see control somewhere? No, this is the titular one more door. We're opening it. I find that highly unlikely. One of the very few doors, perhaps. Sure, you're right, we won't have to open it. We're gonna say, this is one more door.
Fucking A. Let's get this shit open. Get to the secrets behind. Secret style.
He stares at the large doors looming above him. Alright. So, 2 more tasks means more experience potentially. So open the blast door and find fuel for the generator. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that fuel for the generator will be found outside this door, what we saw from the other side. Black window. A firing slit you can't see inside. And I remember when the Dolores Day dream happened, I was very concerned that I couldn't do anything and couldn't equip any new weapons. It must have been a direct hit to take out such a huge... Because you can't... Ooh, the distance sound of cargo ships, signal horns echo on the water. Yeah, I couldn't interact with my skills, my thoughts, I couldn't equip things. So I was very glad I had the gun out. And I'm going to continue to keep the gun out. And I'll switch back to the saber, where it feels appropriate. The ice cracks under your feet. Be careful not to fall through. I would not be surprised if that's a thing that you can do, but yeah, I don't think at this point the game will actually let it happen. The winch is broken. Rust has eaten what remains of the chain.
A strange feeling looking at the water. Maybe you should just wander off into the sea. Leave it all and walk in with a bottle in your hand.
A bottle in my hand? Why? But it's cold. Raise your sight, shake your head. I'm going to raise my sight.
In the still mirror of the bay, you see Martinez reflected. Tall edifices of ruins reach into the water, like shimmering towers. And the shacks too. Pine trees and motor lorries, upside down. Islets and posts, like stepping stones, lead into the water in front of you. Go. Step in. It's been too long.
Maybe you should just wander off into the sea. Maybe you should just, commit suicide. A bottle in my hand, though?
Always.
Why?
Perhaps there's someone there, under the water, waiting for you.
I doubt it. Is this logic going to tell me I doubt it?
Where it has always been.
Oh. Okay.
Smelling of tutti frutti and betrayal. Maybe you know it's going to hurt.
Cold, though.
Yes, cold and still. But love is warm, like the inside of her mouth.
Yeah, so obviously because we had the dream of the conversation with Dolores Day, that is where we're getting the feeling from. So yes please, no, 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 no. I would rather have said just no, rather than yes please. But because this is no, 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 it's kind of like begging, and I don't really like the idea of that. So let's say yes please.
Oh fuck, yes. Go there in your head. It's been days since you thought about her. A week.
Well, in-game it has been 9 days. Well, I don't think it's been more than 9 days since I last thought about it.
No, we're not starting with that. Not now. Not this time. This thought is over.
So it is. Shake your head. Well, thank you, Volition, for stepping in. I would not be surprised if that is a potential ending that you can do, is, you just say you walk off into the ocean and that's that. You don't actually even solve the case. The pain in your pelvis makes you wince, then you continue. The inside of the fortress, you make out the console and the blast door. Alright, so... no way to jump down here without breaking a few bones. We now have 4 skill points. And yeah, I've kind of given up on the idea of internalizing any more thoughts. The depot that supplied this chain is long gone from the coast. So yes, any remaining skill points are literally just going to be used for red checks now. A weathered artillery map showing coordinates in the Bay of Revachol. An old medicine cabinet newly stocked with druamine.
There's a rain-soaked mattress on a concrete slab. only half covered by the crumbling roof. At the head of it, double embrasures, firing slits like two eyes in the wall.
So this is where the shot came from.
This is B Triple Prime on the island. A nest.
Check the mattress.
A single-person mattress, modern, civilian use. Brand name, Marjorie. There's a fuel stain on the cover, along with cigarette burns, and an empty can of beans on the ground next to it, filled to the brim with cigarette butts.
Pick one out of the can.
The silhouette of a tobacco picker adorns the paper filter. The brand, Tio Moteri. Contemporary Revacholians prefer Juan, a local blend from the southern islands, or Astra, the legendary cigarette from Grad. Tio Moteri is favored by older men for its paper filter tips, sweet smell, and added tar. The same rare brand from Land's End before. Interesting.
Why would people be interested in added tar in a cigarette? That's what I don't understand. Yeah, alright, paper filter and sweet smell and so on. Added tar? Inspect the wall.
There's a firing slit in the wall in front of you, like a little window.
Touch the concrete first.
Quite old and grimy from years without cleaning by anything other than the rain.
Look through the hole in the concrete.
The springs screech as you lean on the mattress and crane your neck to look out. A small piece of Martinez coastline opens up in the square in front of you, like a tiny landscape painting. 1 kilometer across the water. The ruins look familiar.
On the left.
A towering skyscraper, its top floors shaved off by artillery fire. Capeside apartments. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A and 33B.
On the right.
The red chimney and collapsed back of the 4-story tenement in front of the Whirling in Rags, Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 10, the doomed commercial area.
And between the two.
The box-shaped silhouette of the Whirling in Rags. Its sloped roof, a tiny fleck of light catches your eye on the rooftop, sunlight reflecting off the upstairs window of Clausia's room.
Motherfucker. There it is. I can't be 100% certain, but yeah, we're not going with that. I think I'd rather just say there it is, but motherfucker is a good statement to say. With Kim here, with Kuno, it doesn't feel quite right.
There, what is? The window.
Well, he's got no context for this, does he?
More than that.
Kuno, with a pair of binoculars, I will be able to see inside the room. Yes, there's an opening between 33A and 10. I can see to the roof. So again, Kim probably would have a pair of binoculars, but we're just having to explain this to Kuno.
Kuno fucking knew it. This is a sniper's nest, right? Fucking assassin action. Kuno barely understands what's happening, but he likes the shit out of it.
Could the shooter still be here?
Where?
In Martinez, on this island, right here. Island.
Right fucking on.
He stops. Shooter.
He feels uncomfortable suddenly.
Let's get a move on. We're out in the open here.
No way. Alright, and then we have a fuel canister. Fake the fuel canister. Lum fuel canister. And also we got 70 XP for determining where the shot came from, so I'm almost again at another level. There is still some fuel in this battered canister, a litre or two. The metal looks decades old. The logo of the automotive manufacturer Lum has faded on the side. 48 real is not bad for a fuel canister. But that's probably the price of the fuel itself, not the can. Oh. Back inside we go. So I'm guessing we just have to go ahead and do the generator itself. That's what we need to do, like cause a thermal reaction or anything like that.
This old cylindrical generator waits with its fuel cap open. Makeshift electrical wiring runs out of its side and across the floor.
Pour fuel into the tank.
The boy helps you out, holding the canister up to the fuel tank as you tilt. Dark brown, viscous fluid pours out, and the room fills with a chemical smell. There's a red starter switch on the side of the cylinder and a start rope on the other side. Kuno flicks the switch.
Pull the rope.
The recoil start wakes the old generator up instantly. machine sputters like an old warhorse before settling down to a rattle.
We're in. We're doing this.
Alright. NXP done? Yeah, I'm getting very close to another level already. Okay, so let's go ahead and interact with this.
A dim golden glow animates the console. Faint, like a ghost light. Urgence ouvert reads one dial key. Allumer reads another.
Ah, shit! It's on. Turn emergency open.
Could this open the blast door?
Try fucking with that one. It's red.
He points to the emergency dial switch. It is large and alarmingly red. Let's try and turn the lights on first.
The lighting in the room turns on with a sizzle. A dim ambient orange.
Turn emergency open.
The door comes screeching to a halt. Behind it, you see a hole in the concrete wall, where light shines in.
Door's open. Oh wow, that's a lot bigger of a door than I thought it was. I thought it was just going to open like halfway.
A sudden wave of anxiety makes your skin crawl.
Fucking right.
What's there? Let's go leave. There was something I needed to do with this console first. What's there?
Kuno doesn't know, but Kuno wants to know.
I think now we try the radio frequency.
Why? The door is open. We can just fuck on now.
Slide radio dial.
The dial slides under the dust.
Whoa.
Okay.
Told.
It's an air-gapped system.
Oh, so it doesn't.
Off-air
Okay,
room.
well, let's leave. Okay. So. Everything's on. We're about to head further in. I'm going to go ahead and equip my saber, just because I can. It impresses me. That just leads outside? Yeah, probably. Okay. So it doesn't seem like we can go left. There is something up there. More white flowers blossom all around you. Maybells?
Talk to Kuno.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk to you, Kuno. I meant to interact with this. Is it Glacier's boy? A rubber dinghy is deflated, broken. Ah, rubber dinghy. What else do we have? That's the person, and they most definitely have a sniper rifle. Alright, well, I'm glad I equipped Saber, although it doesn't seem like I'm getting locked into a conversation straight away, so... Alright. Hello.
An old man, wearing tracksuit trousers, leans on the frame stock of his rifle. He gathers a big ball of spit in his mouth.
He's called the Deserter.
Then spits it out into the extinguished fire before him. He raises his black eyes, hooded by creased eyelids, to meet yours, unclouded by cataracts. His eyesight is sharp.
Are you the fire guy? You retained your eyesight? Did you close the blast door? Nice gun you've got there. Sir, I need you to put down that gun so we can talk further. We're with the police. I'm with the police. You can keep the gun, but keep it down. Not one move. Sorry for disturbing you. Goodbye. Are you the fire guy?
The what now? I can't hear you.
Did you recently tell two kids to put out their fire? Two twins.
I may have. All sorts of little rats have come sniffing around, trying to give up the position.
The position sounds like a hiding place.
But hiding from what?
Fire guy. Regressive bourgeoisie henchman. Can't even talk like a grown-up.
You've retained your eyesight.
My eyesight? Yes. Helps me see all the shit.
A shudder of disgust passes his right side. His left side remains motionless.
Did you close the blast door?
I did. And you opened it. How?
How did you know I was coming? I think this is a more important question. Like, I can answer him, but how did you know I was coming?
Reactionary rock and roll music. playing on the water.
That's fair, it would have been loud.
I told you not to play shitty rock.
You didn't say that, Kuno. You weren't even on the boat. It was not rock and roll, it was sad FM. It was not reactionary, it was cool. Say nothing. I'm gonna say it. You didn't say that, Kuno. You weren't even on the boat.
Fucking old man. Couldn't keep his rock in.
He whispers, agitated.
Technically, this wasn't traditional rock. It was more independent melodic.
It wasn't even ordinary rock, it was...
You're making us look like shit.
Alright, just say nothing.
The fascists were right about rock and roll. It is degenerate. Hip gyrating, mental illness music.
Nice gun you got there.
It's not nice. It's a piece of shit. But it gets the job done.
Is that a Bell McGrave?
It's a 3-Angong 446.
Southeast Samaran made. Exotic. Must be defunct too. No modern rifle manufacturer of that name springs to mind.
Whoa! Massive gun!
Kuno looks at the weapon.
It was sent to us by our brothers in the Sinyao commune. Military aid.
He pats the rifle.
It has stayed true to him. He can still make it sing.
The Sin Yao commune?
You heard me. It's good now. Like chalk wiped from the ball.
His gaze turns inwards.
He's right. Almost no one remembers there was a third metastasis of the World Revolution in the Safre Empire, extinguished in '06.
It's not wiped from the board. I remember it. Encyclopedia told me.
They wouldn't like hearing their name in your mouth. Damn dog.
The time will come to win his trust, comrade. It is not now. You need to take care of the gun first.
Your weapon has stayed true to you. Mine has stayed true to me too. Show him the gun in your hand. I feel like he would, like, trying to earn his respect is a good way of trying to defuse. So show him the gun.
Yes, I bet you've killed a lot of people with it. You fascist fuck.
So I have a feeling this guy is here to berate me for all of the choices that I have made so far during the game. And of course, fascism is one of them because we have, or did have, we've internalized, or maybe we haven't internalized it, but Revacholian nationhood is one of the choices that we have available to us here.
Have you come to make me one of them?
His grip on the rifle tightens.
His right eye twitches. With what? Fear? Rage?
Fuck yeah, this is happening!
He comments breathlessly in awe of the potential violence implied.
He's high off the fear. Like an untrained fighter, he leans forward, back hunched, ready to spring.
Okay. So, I need you to put down that gun so we can talk further. We're with the police. And with the police, we can keep the gun, but keep it down. Not one move. Well, unfortunately for him, I need to find the murder weapon. So I need him to put it down. So, I need you to put the gun down.
You are a glorified night watchman. This is a service rifle. I can only lay it down before an enemy commander of corresponding rank.
Well, what rank are you? Because I'm a double your freighter.
His elbows rest on the frame stock, calmly for now. But he may still get it in his hands. Looks like he knows the weapon. You don't see a magazine in the well.